Hi everyone, it's AJ with North Capital Mortgage. Happy New Year to you. It is 2026, and with 2026 upon us, we are looking forward to some wonderful opportunities in the mortgage and real estate market. And to start us off with that, we have increased loan limits for Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, conforming conventional loans. And today we're going to look at what those loan limits are, how they've increased, what the trends have been over the past years, and how this increase could help us in the mortgage market. But before we do so, let's do a refresher on what a conforming loan is. So generally, we have two different types of loans that people mostly utilize to acquire real estate. Those are government loans, which are your USDA, VA, FHA, and then you have conventional loans, which are loans offered by private lenders. And within that conventional world, you have what's called conforming. And conforming loans are offered by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. They are two government-sponsored enterprises. They are not government entities themselves, but government-sponsored enterprises, or GSEs, if you will, are established in part by Congress to help facilitate the needs of U.S. citizens. And in this case, clearly, that is more liquidity and availability for mortgages for those who are buying real estate. Benefits of conforming loans, they offer more competitive and lower interest rates, lower down payment options versus traditional conventional loans. They have standardized underwriting guidelines, which are more flexible than your traditional conventional loans. And they are considered by many to be the most desirable type of loan for long-term financing. Okay. So let's look at the increase, 3.25%, right in line with where the median average home price was in 2024 versus 2025. And we can see that one unit, single family went from 806,500 to 832,750. And for 2-unit, 3-unit, and 4-unit properties, you can see those increases were in line as well. Now, you have your standard conforming loan limits, and then in certain areas of the country where you have higher prices for real estate, they do allow for what's called high balance conforming. And that simply, depending on the county or the area that you're in, allows for higher loan limits within the conforming world. So in some areas such as Orange County, California, you hit the highest limit at 1.249 million. And then in other areas, you may have higher loan limits within that high balance conforming realm, but they may not be as high as the highest available at 1.249. So just wanted to give you some information on how those loan limits work for different areas. If we look at the trend for conforming loan limits over the years, you can see that there's been quite an increase since really 2019. And some of the main drivers of this over the recent years have been rapid price appreciation, which obviously will push home prices up, supply shortage, and higher construction and land costs. So we're going to see where this goes over the next years. Hopefully we can kind of cool that trend a little bit, because equity increase is wonderful, but along with that comes affordability issues for those who are looking at buying, right? So increasing loan limits in line with average home prices really helps us quite a bit. It helps support market stability by really helping affordability, right? If you can utilize a conventional loan that generally has lower interest rates, it's going to help affordability for higher priced homes, which in turn will create more liquidity in the mortgage market. We're going to have continued support for high cost areas, as we gave the example of the high balance loan limits. And with these loan limits moving higher, that's also going to support move up buyers, which have growing families. They need to trade up, relocations for professionals, and what have you. So increased loan limits are a wonderful thing for all of us in the conforming world, and hopefully that will give you and many others a wonderful opportunity to acquire real estate or refinance this year. If you need any help, you can always reach out. I'm always available for you. AJ with North Capital Mortgage. Appreciate it very much. Best of luck in 2026 to you.